like to keep it mellow. I smoke and keep it mellow. I drink and keep it mellow. Every day I keep it mellow. Every day I keep it.
So how's it going, guys? And welcome back to another video. So I just want to quickly say before we start, I do apologise that I haven't uploaded in a few days. I've been really busy with work and I just haven't had the time to be able to make any videos. But we're back here today and I'm going to be doing my top 3 favourite cars in Grand Theft Auto 5 online. And then in the next few days or on my next few videos I will be uploading cars from different classes like the sports and the SUV classes, but today we're just going to be doing my 3 favourite cars in GTA Online. So coming in at number 1, in my opinion it has to be the Pegassi Tempesta. This car is absolutely ridiculous. So you can buy it from the Legendary Motorsport website for $1,329,000. Now I'd say that that is a reasonable price for as much as a car as you get. There's cars out there that are millions, like 2.5 million, over that. This car's only 1.3, nearly 1.4, and that's a steal if you ask me. You can't argue with that price. So starting off with its looks, it resembles the Lamborghini Huracan and the Centenario in different areas throughout the car, so it looks really nice. It's heavily based off a Lamborghini. The acceleration is ridiculous. The top speed and cornering are second to none. You can't really beat it in nearly any other vehicle on the game. It has a all-wheel drive, but it's split 70-30, so 70% of the power goes to the back wheels and 30% of the power goes to the front wheels. So that is how it is allowed to have such a rapid acceleration, but also be able to pull using the front wheels as well to get that top speed up once it gets up to the higher ends. If I was to compare this car to other supercars in the game, I'd say it's up there with the most expensive and what people would call the best. So your Zentornos and your Adders, your Neuros, and then your RE7Bs and your X80 Protos. Them sort of cars that are ridiculously overpriced but don't perform as well, and the cars that have always been known to be really good performers. This is up there, if not better, than the majority of them vehicles. And just a few little facts here before we move on to the next one. Tempesta actually means storm in Italian, so it's obviously a reference to the Lamborghini Huracan, which also stands for hurricane in Spanish. So storm and hurricane sort of have a resemblance in the names, as does the Tempesta and the Huracan resemble each other in the cars that you see on Grand Theft Auto. So there's just a little fact I thought I'd drop in. So for number 2, we're going to be taking a look at the Elegy Retro Custom. So for this car, you're going to need to buy the Elegy RH8, which you can actually get for free. But if you take the car to Benny's Original Motorworks, it is going to cost $904,000 to actually upgrade it from the RH8 to the Elegy Retro Custom. One little issue with this upgrade, it's not anything massive, it doesn't really affect the car that much, but you do lose a little bit of speed when you upgrade it to the retro version of the Elegy. Because you're actually downgrading, even though it says you're upgrading, you're actually downgrading to a custom retro version of the original vehicle. So you're losing a little bit of speed, but you'll gain so much more in looks and just pure style. This car looks absolutely amazing. It's got quite a lot of crossbreeds inside the vehicle. It's mainly based off of the Nissan Skyline, but it has 3 or 4 different types of the Nissan Skyline inside of it. So the first one is the Nissan Skyline GTR R33, which is where the front of the car gets its looks from. Then the side and the rear and just the general shape of the car gets it from the GTR R32, while the tail lights and the back part of the car are from the GTR R34. So there's quite a few different variations of the Nissan Skyline GTR inside of the vehicle, but that's what gives it such a unique, clean and really appealing look. So once you do take this to Benny's and you upgrade it, there is so many customization options you can put on this car. So for $904,000 to get it looking like it does as stock is more than acceptable. And then if you've got a little bit of money spare, upgrade it visually, put some performance upgrades on there, and this car is going to be unique. You can make it look so different to even the other people that actually own this car as well. So I'd really recommend this vehicle. It is a must buy in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. Now I know it says it does lose a little bit of speed compared to the original version of the Elegy, but it really doesn't affect it that much. The speed the handling, acceleration, they're all pretty good. Like, I find the acceleration on this car is phenomenal. So I would highly recommend buying this vehicle, but the reason I bought it mainly is because of how it looks. Like I said earlier, it's so unique and you can put your own twist on it in many different ways, and it's just such a good car. I'd really recommend you guys picking this vehicle up if you've got the spare cash, or if you are looking for a really good car and you're not sure what to buy, this is going to be the one for you, I guarantee it. So for the third and final one, we're going to be doing the Pegassi Zentorno. This vehicle's been in the game for quite a while, but it has now become legendary in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. And for the amount of car and power that you get, it costs 725,000 in-game dollars. You can buy it on the Legendary Motorsport website. So for just under $750,000, compared to a lot of the other cars in the game, this is ridiculously cheap. And performance-wise, it is nothing short of amazing. So don't worry about the price. The price does not resemble the performance of the car. So 725,000, and trust me, you will get an absolute lethal vehicle to drive around Grand Theft Auto 5 in. So the car itself is actually modelled off the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, and other parts of the car are based off the Lamborghini Veneno, with a little twist of some other vehicles in there. So once again, it's quite a unique looking supercar. I'd say it's actually a hypercar, to be fair. This thing is ridiculous, but it's classed as a supercar, seeing as they don't have hypercars on Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. So it's based off the Sesto Elemento and the Veneno, both made by Lamborghini. As if you buy it, or as you can see here, you can pretty much tell instantly that it's a Lamborghini. When this car was released, it didn't really have many vehicles to compete against in the game. It had things like the Adder, the Entity, the Turismo R, Infernus, stuff like that. This vehicle is a lot faster than them cars. The handling and the speed you can get round corners whilst driving this vehicle is phenomenal. It sticks to the road, it's so fast, and when you're going in and pulling out of corners, that's when you'll get the advantage on other people driving different vehicles. One or two little issues I do find with this car is when you're going over bumpy roads. If a few of the tyres lift off even just for a couple of seconds or even a split second, the vehicle can potentially spin out, but seeing as it's got the four-wheel drive layout, it lowers the risk and usually fixes itself back into driving forward and obviously picking up speed on the way. So that's one thing you want to watch out for. If you know you're going over rough terrain or quite an unstable road, be careful, and you know, if you do spin out, you'll be able to whip the car back into the forward position and slam it out of there in no time. So just be careful with that, but that is one of the only flaws that I found with this car. If you are not a very experienced driver on Grand Theft Auto, I wouldn't say don't buy this car, but if you are going to buy it, I'd recommend driving it quite a lot in a short amount of time just to get used to it, because the handling is so responsive. You know, you can overshoot a few corners or turn in a bit too early. So once you get the hang of it, the car will become your best friend in the game. I drove this thing for months and months and months while there wasn't any other cars out there that could compete with it, and still to this day it is one of, if not my favourite car that's ever been released in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. I'd highly recommend buying it. So that is going to be the end of this video. There will be more videos coming in the next few days or towards the end of the week. I'll do some different vehicles in different classes, maybe something along the lines of that. But I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, guys. There will be more videos coming soon, so don't forget to subscribe to stay tuned to the channel. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video as well, and I'll catch you in the next one.